if we can teach the ideals of justice, of equality, of being egalitarian, that's why we started the movement. That's what it was all about. Because again, I'm but a foot soldier in this, representing anyone who has contributed to moving us forward for the good of our patients in the community, not for the good of one individual. So I was born in South Texas. It was a very different time in South Texas in those days, the late 40s, the early 50s. We were all classified as Mexicans, and we weren't treated very well, and that was just a part of life. Discrimination was not only legal and accepted socially, but it was a norm. My mother died when I was 16. We lived in Yuma, Arizona. I had just gotten there. I didn't quite understand that. That was hard, just because she was young and strong. She was 37. I was very fortunate because I left Yuma, Arizona when I finished high school in 1967 and went to San Francisco. I was touched, I always say. I was fortunate to have been a part of that, lucky to have lived through it, and would never want to do it again. But it was an important time. If you think about 67, it wasn't not just a musical revolution in this country, but the civil rights movement was really in full gear. The anti-war movement was just starting to take off into full gear. The women's rights movement was gaining tremendous traction, and all of that was being spearheaded in California. So I took off for a year and went hitchhiking around the country. I left North Carolina hitchhiking in the summer of 1970 and had on my itinerary visiting my sister in Fort Collins, Colorado. She was there working at the university. And so I did. I went there. And it was a profound experience from which I've never recovered, because I basically never left. I basically found myself, I found comfort, I found my niche, I found the movement, I found what I would become a part of in terms of the Chicano movement, and found ways to express myself by being a part of that. I met my wife of almost 45 years on my second day there in Fort Collins, and literally fell in love right away. Those things maybe don't happen that often, but they clearly happened with us, and we've been together ever since.